A woman who bravely took on some of the world's most powerful men has tragically lost her battle with the weight of her past. Tonight, we remember Virginia Giuffre, a voice that echoed across the globe. Tonight, heartbreaking news from Australia. Virginia Giuffre, the woman who fearlessly accused Prince Andrew and disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein of sexual abuse, has died at just 41 years old. Her family says she took her own life at her home near Perth. Virginia was a fierce advocate for survivors of sexual abuse, becoming one of the most recognizable faces in the global fight against sex trafficking. Her powerful story captured international attention. She claimed she was trafficked as a teenager by Epstein and his close associate, British socialite Ghislaine Maxwell, and forced into encounters with high-profile figures including the Duke of York himself. Prince Andrew always denied the accusations. However, in 2022, he reached a multi-million-pound out-of-court settlement with Virginia, without admitting any guilt or offering an apology. The haunting image of Virginia standing beside Prince Andrew and Ghislaine Maxwell became a symbol of the scandal that rocked the royal family and beyond. In a 2019 interview with BBC's Panorama, Virginia stood firm, saying, "He knows what happened. I know what happened, and there's only one of us telling the truth." Her family released a deeply emotional statement today calling Virginia a fierce warrior for victims of abuse, someone whose light lifted so many survivors. They said the burden of the trauma she carried eventually became too heavy to bear. Virginia, originally from the United States, had been living in Australia with her husband and children. However, recent reports suggest her marriage of 22 years had come to an end. Just weeks ago, she posted on Instagram revealing she'd survived a serious car accident, a post that worried many of her followers. Despite Virginia's claims of grave injuries, Western Australian police later suggested the crash wasn't as severe as initially feared. Local police have confirmed that Virginia's death is not being treated as suspicious. BBC's Sydney correspondent, Phil Mercer, described Virginia as not only a survivor, but a symbol of courage, inspiring countless others around the world. She was also a prominent voice within the Me Too movement, standing shoulder to shoulder with others demanding justice for victims of powerful predators. Phil also noted the recent Instagram post, where Virginia hinted she only had days to live, painted a picture of someone who may have been struggling deeply, emotionally, and mentally behind the scenes. An official investigation into her death is underway in Western Australia, but tonight it's clear Virginia's bravery helped expose some of the darkest corners of society. She gave countless survivors hope, even as she battled her own pain. Virginia Giuffre, mother, wife, warriors, you are gone far too soon. Stay tuned as we continue to follow any updates on this story. And remember, if you or someone you know is struggling, there is always help available.